Oh, hi everyone. My name is Tabani Will Maleka, founder of ADWI Multimedia Company, a sole proprietor of a marketing and advertising product called Business Window Magazine, right? So, just only wanted to start a conversation, um, specifically with my fellow Black people. Um, and my focus, is only on engaging, um, hoping to, elicit some of the responses. I don't have to like responses. Um, I don't have to agree with any of the responses that I may get, but the issue is for us to talk about this question. Um, what is our collective plan as a race? What is our collective plan as a race? We seem to be doing very well individually, but I think with so many things that have been happening, particularly, for example, let's take our background. We seem to be in a circle of not necessarily getting out or breaking out of poverty that we come from. And by poverty, I don't necessarily mean a poverty of, like the hunger. You're hungry in your stomach. That's part of it. But just only want to talk, like to elaborate more on, like the poverty of the mind, the poverty of the heart, the poverty of the soul. We are a capable race in all aspects. There's nothing that we are not able to do. There's nothing that we are not able to create. But we seem to be stuck in a circle of poverty, mentally, emotionally, and otherwise. What is our collective plan as a race? Why is it that we are not so good in working together? Not like maybe when you walk down the street and then you see your fellow Black person or like your fellow Black man doing something good, not that you cannot recognize it. But what I've observed is that you see something good done by your fellow Black man, but you don't have this interest immediately of wanting to work with them. You can engage in very, high level conversations, applaud, and, just, even just giving the person a pat on the back for doing well. But we never talk along the lines of working together, starting relationships, business or otherwise, and maintain those relationships. I think that has been one aspect that as Africans we've been trying to, like to deal with for so many years. But even after so long, even after so many experiences that we've been through generationally, the only, like one problem we are, like we still seem not to get over, not to be able to solve, is working together, having a collective plan. What is the problem? What is the problem? Many will argue that, that Black people are jealous. To a certain extent, I agree. But I mean, is that the only thing that defines us as a race? And if we put it into context, every other races, they have their own issues about jealousy. Now, we can talk about that, like in another time on the specifics that bring about a race or a person to become jealous, right? So that is not what I'm necessarily focusing on right now. I'm focusing on us as a Black people. What is our problem? From high level, in terms of from our parents, I've seen many entrepreneurs that we look up to amongst ourselves as a race, right? Who started off very great businesses that are even still existing even today. But what I've observed, and please understand what I'm saying, I'm not necessarily saying this as a fact, because that will be short-sighted of me, right? But on the surface, when I see um, a successful individual who looks like me, who comes from where I come from, being successful, studying and building their businesses to very successful levels, I never really see them embracing easily so their own people, studying business relationships as quickly as possible, as quickly as they would embrace other races. There's nothing wrong with working with other races. Absolutely nothing wrong at all. In business, you don't choose money. Money is money, regardless of where it comes from. But I'm saying, we have a responsibility as a race to look after ourselves, to look after our own. That is what every other races are doing. They're taking care of themselves, looking after their aspirations, their dreams, achieve them, support one another, and then work with other races from there. Even during the process of building themselves, they still work with other people, right? So with us, what is the problem? Like, we seem to be going to school, any other school, the mentality, like, still remains the same, whether you go to private school, whether you go to public school. But like, at the end of the day, we go to school, get our education, get educated, get all our certificates, graduate, get employed somewhere, or maybe, like, even start a business individually, alone, and do well, which is great. But we never embrace each other after that. Having achieved all the things that we have set out for ourselves, we never easily go back and, pull one up, go back and open a door for someone else who looks like you. Easily so. And I'm talking about people that people that you have experienced, people that you have come across, people that you have seen their capabilities, people that you know very well what they are capable of. Only if you can just give them support, you know very well what they are, like, what they can achieve. But it doesn't happen. Right at that moment of, you know, coming through for someone else, right in that moment, it doesn't happen. Why? What is the problem with us as a race? In our own words, what is our problem? I'm not going to engage on, um, you know, along the lines of whether other races are better than other races or not. There's nothing like that. Every single race is capable of what other races are not capable of. So basically, we need to, there's some sort of collaboration of efforts that needs to happen, that needs to be promoted, so that we can coexist. There's no race that can just, exist all alone. It doesn't happen. So what is wrong with us as a race? My name is Tabani Will Maleka. This is my first um, Business Window Magazine podcast. The intention is to start a conversation with my fellow Black people because I believe in us. I believe in what we can do. So engage me. Let's engage. Let's have a conversation from now moving forward. Leave your comment, like our page, and I hope something really positive will definitely, without doubt, come out of this. Thank you very much.